So here we have Max, and this is going to be Max's go home video. Don't mind if anybody walks through or any distractions happen. It's really great for Max to work in a distracting environment. If he can do it when it's distracting, then it's going to be far easier on him in a less distracting environment down the road. So I'm going to get his attention, Max. And first I'm going to demonstrate his sits and his downs. Yes, come here. I know. He's just playing with some other puppies. He's a little tired. Sit. Good boy. So like I'm lifting his chin to the ceiling, or his nose to the ceiling, I would say sit and lift my hand up, and then down. He's kind of anticipating when I'm next to them. We got another pup right here that's a little jealous. Max. So sit, like I'm lifting his nose to the ceiling. Good boy. Down, like I'm referencing to the floor, just like that. Good boy. Good. Max can do all of these with or without treats, but we're just going to keep this session fun. Using lots of treats and toys and exciting tones of voice. Max, here. Yes, come here. Sit. Good. Down. Good. So you'll notice throughout this video, you're going to hear me say yes, good, good boy, etc. Those are all positive marker words, and they're just assuring Max that he's doing exactly what I'm asking of him. Max. Good boy. Sit. Down. Good boy. Good job. Good. Down. So if I say it once, I'm not going to sit there and say it over and over again. So if he doesn't follow through, I'll wait it out with the hand signal firm. Good boy. Good job. And then reward that once he does. Good boy. Another thing to do is if Max first comes home and he's looking at you like he doesn't really want to follow through, you don't want to give up completely on it, because if you do that, he's going to think that's acceptable. So instead, Max, you put him into the sit, and if you couldn't get him to do it down, you hold that treat, let him nibble on it, and bring him back down to the floor. Good boy. Sometimes when puppies come home, you have to take it back to that luring phase or the basic first steps, just to keep it positive and let him know what you're saying is the same thing as what I was saying here. So, Max, he's visiting with another puppy, trying to get his toy. Max, what are you doing? Hi. Sit. Good. Down. Don't want to lift my hand. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Yes. So with a sit, I want all his feet on the floor, his butt on the floor. If he's pawing or batting on me, not going to reward that. And then when I tell him down, I want him in a nice down, relaxed position. And this helps for down the road with his sit stays and down stays that you'll see later on in this video. So, gonna get his attention. Max. Checking out his little pal over there. Come here. So when I can't get him to look at me, I'm not going to sit there saying his name over and over and over, nor am I going to say the come command over and over. Instead, what I'm going to do is make some obnoxious noises. Cued in that focus. I got him to look at me, and now I'm going to reward that he came up to me. Good boy. Good job. Sit. Down. So he just got a little distracted. Not going to repeat the command. Just going to hold that hand signal firm. Good boy. Because if you sit there and you say sit, 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 down, 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 over and over again, it's going to make the command lose meaning to Max. And to set him up for the best success, you want to make sure you're using the command one time and you're expecting follow through. But keeping it positive and always ending on a good note. So we're going to do another sitting down. Max. Come here. What are you doing? Sit. Down. Wave it out. So I'm going like this, just holding the hand signal firm. Good boy. Good job. Giving him a little bit of a jackpot and showing him that follow through was worth it. Good boy. Good. Yes. Come here. Good boy. For this part of Max's go home video, we're going to do his place command. So I'm going to get his attention. Max. Hey, you. Hi, he's a little distracted, which is fine. This video is not meant to show Max being perfect. Instead, it's supposed to show you how to follow through when he messes up and be good support for when he comes home. So I said and I kind of walked towards him, kind of doing a little bit of a press to get him back on that corona bed, because I don't want to give him any satisfactory of like praise or anything. Of course, if he came all the way off the bed and I needed to get him back on there, all I would do is pick him up, put him right back on. Of course, as he gets a little bigger, he could use a leash, but he is at a good size right now that you would be able to scoop him up and get him back on there. And the reason for that, again, is follow through. We want Max to understand he is to stay on that front of the bed until given the release word, and if he comes off premature, he's going to hear that noise, and then he's going to be put back on there. You want to try and do that in about 10 seconds if possible, because the faster you do it, the better it is for him, and he'll understand exactly what it is you're asking of him. Whereas if you don't, he's not going to know, and it's going to take too long. It's going to go over his head what's being expected of him. So for the best success, the quicker the better. Now walk around, walk out of sight. Walk out of sight over here too. Walk out of frame, but I just walked into our storage room and he still held it really great. Good boy. So the place command is not a structured command. All I'm asking of Max is to stay on this bed and be content until given the release. So this is a really good command for if you're trying to clean the home, you are trying to work from home, and you want your pup just to be somewhere content. That's exactly what you would use this command for. I'm going to walk up and praise him. Using praise is the biggest reward right now. Good boy. And we want that treat to be the end goal. So I did give him one when he first went on because he kind of seemed not motivated to get on there. And to keep it positive, I did give him a treat, but I will not always do that. I want that treat to be the end game or end goal and have it where he works for that. We have another dog in the room, and Max is still doing really good, even though he probably really wants to go see his buddy. I'm walking some distance from him with my back turned to him. Walk by Max. We try to get a little bit of a distraction real quick. So I'm going to grab our kennel staff. I'm just going to have him walk through the one door and then come back through the other, and just see if Max gets kind of intrigued to break. Just walk right through that door, walk around, and come back through this door.
Okay.
We have Joey coming through, who's possibly going to be a distraction too. Maybe not, or maybe. So the reason for this is I want to kind of set Max up to mess up. So one, I can show you how to correct it, as well as I want him to learn that even if something exciting is going on, then he has to hold and follow through. So we have another kennel staff walking right by. And Max still did a really good job. Good boy. Thank you. Good job. Good boy. Good job. So I'm going to try and do the same thing that the kennel staff just did. I'm going to walk through the one door and come through the other. I know you can't see that, but we'll see. If he messes up, that's perfectly fine. We want to show you how to work through this and also to build up his strength with this command. So I'm just going to remind him before I walk out of the room, place. Good boy, good job. Good job, good job. Good boy. And belly rubs are acceptable during the place command. Get him right back on there and scoop him up. Place, just like that. So when he's holding the place command, he can get belly rubs, he can get praise. He's not given a chance to sit, lay down, or anything like that. You just want him to go on that bed and be content. He can do backflips, jumping jacks for all I care. As long as he stays on the front of the bed, that's all that matters. His buddy's being a little vocal, and that's great. We want to work through distractions. Pick him right up, put him right back on there. No praise when I correct him. When I put him back on that bed, it is a pickup, put him right on there, or get him back on the bed. If I sat there and I praised him or anything, he's going to think I'm praising and rewarding the fact that he prematurely broke, and I don't want that. So, good boy. Now he's settled. I'll walk up and praise him. Good job. Good boy. Good job. Nice. Good. Place. I'm going to give him the release here in just a moment, but I'm just going to give him just a second. Good boy. When it comes to comparing the place command and the stays, place is far less structured, whereas sit, stay, and down stay are considered structured commands. That means you want them to hold that sit or that down position, and that be that. There's no moving, and they have to hold the position. Whereas with the place command, as long as he stays on there, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to. For the purpose of this video, Max is on the corunda bed with nothing to do or occupy him. I want him focused on the command. But once Max comes home and he gets settled in and he's doing this just as he is now for you, you can introduce a crate safe toy, long-term treat, anything like that that helps him have the time pass faster. But right now, just for the purpose of this, I want him focused on the command. Good boy. Walk up and praise him. Good job. And the release word is okay. It's a little distracted. I'm going to say it one time. Make sure you heard me. Okay. Good boy. So I did repeat it, but that's because he wasn't looking at me. That was my bad. So once I cued in that focus and he looked at me, that's when I gave the release and he followed through. Good job. Because the release word is a command itself. So I'm going to have him hold the place one more time. Next. It's time to get his toys. Yes. He loves his toys. Hey. He's really trying to get his toy. Good boy. Please. Reference to the bed. Good boy. Good boy. Please. Right back on there. Picking him up, just guiding him back on. No praise, no positive word, and a sense of treats, nothing like that. Just gonna get him right back on there. Have him hold this just for a moment. When Max comes home, if he's kind of trying to test you with this command and doesn't seem like he really wants to follow through for you, another suggestion would be to put a long leash on him. This way, if he tried to walk away, you can kind of play the chase game. You have something to kind of rope him right back in. Because like I said before, you want to get him right back on that corunda bed as quick as possible. But he's doing really good with this. He's grown quite a bit with this command. I'm going to do one more walk around. Just reminding him. Please. Good boy. Good job. Yes. Good boy. Good place. Good job. Good place. And you want to be exciting to him, and you want to praise him with an excited tone of voice, and give him a lot of that praise when he does what you want him to do. This way he shows, or he feels as though he's pleasing you, because that's all Max really wants to do, is just make you happy. Good boy. Okay. Good job. Good. Sit. Down. All right. Good boy. Good. So we're going to end this session right there with that. He's doing really great with this. We always end on a positive note and with the strongest commands. I want Max to look forward to our next training session. Of course, there'll be more to this video, but for this session as of right now, we're going to take a break, but he's doing really good. And I'm going to let him have some toy time. And yeah, he's a really good boy. So for this part of Max's go home video, we're going to do his stays. I do have a long lead on him just because we have other kennel staff and everybody walking dogs around. But I just want to keep his focus, and I don't want him kind of taking off after the other ones to go play, and just keep him kind of honed in. So I'm going to get his attention. Max, come here. Hi, yes, good boy. Sit. Quiet open hand, stay. There's some distance between him and myself. Okay, good job. So as you saw there, give him a sit, flat open hand telling him stay like a stop sign, and then the release word is okay, just like with all his other commands. I'm gonna do it again. Max. Gonna show him I guess make good. He's looking for free treats. Sit. Stay. Changing my body language, turning my back to him. If he wants to get an itch, that's fine. Just using that noise, just like we do with the place command. And very similar, I'm gonna take him right back to the same spot and put it back in the same position. Sit. Stay. So much like with the place command, this is structured though. So I say that noise when he breaks prematurely or his body language seems like he's going to break. So say that noise, it's nice and sharp, gives him a heads up that you don't appreciate that behavior. And if he does break like he did, picking him up, taking him back to the same spot, only difference is you'll put him back into that position. If I sat there trying to get Max to automatically sit again, it's gonna go over his head what it was I'm asking of him. So this demonstrates follow through. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. Good job. He dropped his treat. Good boy. Max, sit. Good. Stay. So we have some distractions, which is fine. Just using that to give him the heads up that he has to follow through. You're fine. Distractions are great. Put him right back in the same position. He didn't move from the spot. He was just kind of curious of what's going on behind him, which is very normal. And just getting him back into that same position just for follow through. Good boy, Max. Good job. As much as he probably really wanted to go say hi to her, he didn't. Good job. Okay. Good. Good boy. Good boy. He is a very affectionate puppy. He loves snuggles and things like that. He found that free treat that we dropped. I must have kicked it over there. Max. So I'm going to get his attention, just keeping him untangled too at the same time. Good boy. Good job. Sit. You get that focus? Not repeating the command. Down. He's trying to not lay on that leash. Good boy. Stay. So when he breaks, even though he's just going back up into a sit, I want him back in that down because down is a structured command. Same with the down stay. So down, just gently pulling those legs down and kind of pushing him over. Good boy. Stay. Just nice and gentle with it. I don't want it to be that I'm really rough and give him a negative correlation with this command. So in just gently pushing him down and back into that down stay is perfectly fine. It just shows follow through. I'm gonna try and walk around him. Good boy, Max. Good job. Okay. Good boy. Good.
So here we have Max, and for this part of Max's go home video, we're going to work on his kennel and weight. So as you see, we have a soaker pad in there and a crate safe toy. You could also do a long-term treat like a hook or a bully stick. With that being said, you should always create him with something to do or occupy him and help that time pass faster, as well as having a nice soaker pad or bed when he gets older in the bottom of the kennel really helps make sure it's comfortable and sets his joints up for the best success down the road. So I'm going to get Max's attention. Max! Good boy. It's kind of a little smaller than Max. He'll go right in there and I'm perfect for this drill. So I'm going to kind of close him up in there. Now what's important? I wait for Max to finish his treat and have his focus on me. Because if he's eating or chewing on the toy, he's not focused on me, his ears are off. So to set him up for the best success, I want to make sure that I get his attention and make sure he's not distracted. Max, wait. Okay. Good boy, that release word is okay. Opening that door all the way up, and then giving that release word. Toss the treat right into the feet. Telling him out. Closing him in on in there. Making sure he's all the way in. Telling him wait. Okay. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Yes. Do that again. Max. Let's go see if there's anything better on one of these other kennels. Max. Alright, ready? Show my cousin good. Toss it in, tell him kennel. Time him wait. Okay. Let's see that release for one time. Good boy. Good job. Just leading him out. Good job. The release word is a command, so you don't want to sit there saying okay, anything like that. You want to set them up for the best success. Yes. I'm going to do it again. Ready? Good boy. Toss it in, tell him count. Real close on in there. So keep in mind that when Max comes home, he's going to have to learn that what you're saying is the same exact thing that I'm asking of him here. So when I tell him wait, if I were to open that door and he goes to premature barge out, I'm going to say and close him back in there. If he gets out, you're going to want to grab him and put him right back in. Otherwise, he's going to think that he got away with it. And we give him an inch, he'll take him out, and that'll become a behavior. So tell him wait. Okay. Good boy. Yes, good job. Good boy. Do it again. Toss the treat in. Tell him come. Good boy. We also use the wait command when crossing streets, walking through doorways. It sets him up to have good manners, be calm and patient and gentle as he comes out or walks through a doorway. Wait. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. And just like we're doing here, where I would close him in, it's the same thing with the doorway or with crossing the street. You would just take him away from the edge or bring him back inside and start over with that wait command. Count. Good boy. Good boy. Using those positive marker words. Wait. Okay. Good boy. Yes, good job. So keep in mind, you're gonna always want to create max on an empty tank if you're gonna leave him in there for a longer duration. So like if you're leaving for work or you're going to put him in the kennel for bedtime, you don't want to necessarily be filling him up with treats or anything like that. Putting him in there after he's gone outside to go potty, and also using the crate as a great resource. So if you're distracted and not able to watch him, take him outside, give him a chance to go potty, and then using that kennel to keep him nice and contained and somewhere that you know he's safe and not having accidents in your home. Another way to create them so we don't fill them up with treats before bed, you would take a toy and toss that right into the kennel, just like you would with a treat. It's on the kennel, then you would go do it as you're doing. When you come back, it will be just like a treat. I want to make sure I have his focus before giving him the command. So he's chewing on that toy. I want to make sure that I have his attention first. Wait. Okay. Good boy. Good job. And do one more. Max is really good with this kennel. Wait, kennel. Good boy. Using those treats when he first comes home helps keep it positive. We always want the kennel to be associated with a positive thing. So using treats and having toys that excite him in there with him and just keeping it upbeat and positive. Not forcing him in there. Of course, if he went to a protest and he really needed to go, putting him in there and then rewarding him after being in there, like praising him like this, good job. Once he's already in, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes they don't want to go in there, they know that it means they're going to be away from you. And if that were the case, gently putting him in there and then rewarding after is fine too. Right? Okay. Good boy. Do one more. Kennel. Let's see. Kennel. Close him on in there. Wait. Okay. Good boy. And then as always, I'm going to end this little session on the strongest commands. Now sit. Good. Next down. Leave it out. Now we're going to repeat the command over and over again. You hear some other dogs and other people. Good boy. Now end with one more sit. Next. Just finish that treat. Hi, mister. And sit. Good boy. Good job, Max. Max is an all-around really good boy, and I have no doubts that you're gonna love him just as much as we do. Good boy, yeah.